Hi, this is Peter Gallagher from LousyWriter.com. It is my pleasure to host another video on formatting your paper in APA style. In this video, you will learn what pages you need to include in your APA style paper. When compiling your thesis or dissertation, the APA style guidelines specify certain types of pages, as well as formatting guidelines for those pages. I have included the primary pages you'll need in your manuscript. Always start each of these sections on a new page. Most of them will only require one page. The abstract page. The second page in your APA style thesis should be the abstract page, which contains a 100 to 150 word summary of your paper. Do not include any of the main text on the abstract page. It will contain the page header, which is a 2 or 3 word summary of the title, in the upper right corner, just left of page number 2, as the abstract page is always the second page. Do not indent the abstract and limit it to one paragraph. If you use numbers in the abstract, type them as digits rather than words, unless the number starts a sentence. The appendix. Use the appendix, which is optional, to describe complex equipment or to present unpublished tests. Each appendix in your APA paper should appear on its own page, and use letters to differentiate each appendix, such as Appendix A and Appendix B. Some papers will not use an appendix page. Any appendix pages belong at the end of the paper. The author note page. In the author note page, which is optional, identify the departmental affiliation for the author. You also can include disclaimers, acknowledgments, and, if desired, contact information for the author. If you received funding for this research, identify it on the author note page. Place the author note page after the dedication page. With some instructors and institutions, this page is called the Acknowledgements page. The Copyright Notice page. A copyright notice is an optional page in your APA paper. It signifies the paper is copyrighted material. Place a copyright page immediately after the title page. It should include the copyright symbol, the year of publication, the author's name, and all rights reserved. Center all of the copyright text on the page. The dedication page. A dedication page is an optional page similar to the author note page, and it allows you to dedicate your paper to someone. Place the dedication page after the copyright page. The dedication page does not need to include the word dedication at the top. Simply list your dedication in italics. Center it on the page. List of tables and list of figures page. Only use a list of tables or a list of figures page if you have at least 5 tables or 5 figures in your APA paper. Both list pages should appear after the table of contents, with the list of tables page ahead of the list of figures page. List each table or figure with the appropriate title and page number, connected by a leader. Right align the page number and left align the title of each table or figure. The main text page. The main text always begins on page 3. center the complete title above the beginning of the main text. The reference list page. Include your reference list after the main text page and ahead of the appendix page. The reference list page should include all works that you've cited in your paper, listed alphabetically. Rules for listing references under APA style are specific, depending on the type of work, and you need to follow them closely. The Table of Contents page. The Table of Contents page should appear after the abstract page. It is an organized listing of the contents of the paper, providing page numbers to the various sections and headings in the paper. The reader can use the Table of Contents to jump to a particular section of your paper. When listing chapter headings in the Table of Contents, make sure they exactly match the chapter headings in the text. Use a leader to connect the chapter heading or section name, aligned on the left, with the page number, aligned on the right. Type Table of Contents centered at the top of the page. Lastly, we have the title page. The title page includes more than just the title. In the upper right corner, include the page header and page number 1, as the title page is always the first page. Then center the title on the page. If the title requires more than one line, use double spacing. Include the author's name and the author's educational institution, or the author's home city and state. If you have difficulty remembering APA style formatting rules, I recommend using an APA formatting software. I use a product called StyleEase for APA Style, which automates the tedious process of formatting an APA paper properly. StyleEase sets up your paper in correct APA style and automatically formats your references. You can find more information about APA formatting software at www.formatpaper.com. I also recommend a product called Wizards for Word at wizardsforword.com. It's another manuscript formatting software that easily formats a paper in APA style, Chicago style, and MLA style. Finally, visit our website, lousywriter.com, to learn more about writing in APA style, as well as other writing styles. Thanks for your time. I wish you great success on your paper.